Is SEO officially now dead? Now, I've been working in SEO for over a decade, and since I started working in SEO, people have been asking the question, is SEO dead? And for the first time ever, there feels like there's some legitimacy to that question. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why, what's changing, and what you can do to still get lots and lots of traffic to your website. A lot of people in SEO have been really alarmed to see what's happened to HubSpot's traffic. HubSpot's traffic has actually tanked. Now, if you don't know, HubSpot are specialists in marketing and business, and they had a really well-trafficked blog that was gaining lots and lots of traffic up until very, very recently. They were kind of known in the SEO world of being kind of the pinnacle of SEO content. They were really good at it. They would get hundreds of thousands of rankings, and they would get lots and lots of website traffic. And that traffic has actually dropped off a cliff, which has made people go, okay, now has SEO officially died. So what's happening? Well, one big thing that's actually impacted HubSpot's traffic and many other websites' traffic is the likes of ChatGPT and other AI tools. People are preferring to search on those platforms rather than Google. And I know this myself. Even this week, I've been going on ChatGPT, asking it to make me a recipe out of random things I've got in my fridge, or asking for book recommendations, or asking for business recommendations of things I've needed in my business. I am using ChatGPT a lot more than I use Google because it simply provides me with better answers. So does that mean then that SEO is dead? Well, yes and no. In some ways, SEO is dead. And what HubSpot did and did successfully for a very long time is create a lot of content that was very broad, very simplistic. There's nothing wrong with that, but very simplistic, kind of how-to content that really taught people how to do things. And the problem with this is that AI can actually do that a lot better than any blog post can, because it can make the responses actually personalized to the end user. HubSpot can't do that on its blog. So it cannot compete with AI. And that's where HubSpot has hit major problems. But that doesn't mean SEO is necessarily dead. It just means it's different, and it's becoming more difficult to rank on search engines and gain lots and lots of traffic from search engines. That doesn't mean we shouldn't still invest in it. In fact, for our clients, their website traffic is actually increasing, but it's increasing from a variety of different platforms. So they're getting traffic from Google, obviously, but they're also getting traffic from ChatGPT. We're actually seeing a massive surge in our clients getting traffic from ChatGPT, from people searching for things in ChatGPT and getting little links to their website. They're also getting traffic from social media like LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, getting traffic from YouTube, they're getting traffic from TikTok. So all of a sudden you're looking at a real diversification of traffic and where that traffic is coming from, which means as a business, you really have to be looking at all these different platforms and creating content for it. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the 3 types of content you need to create to satisfy all platforms, including ChatGPT, in order to get as much traffic to your website as possible. You shouldn't be putting all your eggs in one basket like Google, because we can see what happens there. You should be creating a wide variety of content to satisfy lots of different platforms. So the first type of content I want you to create is called original research content. This is where you become the original source of information. Now, it is quite time intensive because it means that you have to create original research, which means you have to go out, you have to interview people, you have to do a questionnaire or a quiz, you have to gain some original data that is yours around your industry, around what it is that you do, that people will find interesting, that people will actually search for. So in order to do this, it does take some time, it does take some effort in order to gather that data, but it is incredibly worth it, because once you've gathered that data, you can analyze it, you can create an amazing research report, you can publish your findings, and automatically you become the original source of information. You're the one who is cited on blogs, on social media, in newspapers, in the press, whatever it might be. You're the one who owns that data. And that means that you're the one not only being featured in search results, such as on Google, but you're also being featured in AI results. So AI is talking about you, and people are asking for, statistics around your industry, when people are asking for proof around, what they're talking about around your industry, you're going to come up as an original source of information. So if you can create that kind of content, you're going to see your website traffic increase from places like Google and places like AI, which is always good. The second one is to create middle and bottom of the funnel content. Now, what I mean by that is that HubSpot for a very, very long time has created top of the funnel content. That's like how-to content. If you imagine a web designer, they might create content like how to design a WordPress website. So it's really teaching a very broad audience of people people that might not necessarily buy from you. It's teaching them how to do something, providing that helpful content. Now, the problem with this is that obviously not everyone will buy from you, and not even one person might buy from you. If you're teaching someone how to create a WordPress website, it doesn't mean that they're then going to invest in a WordPress website with you. Those might be two completely different people. With middle and bottom of the funnel content, it's different. It's content aimed at people that are already kind of interested in your products and services or your industry as a whole. So they are interested in what you have to offer, and they are just researching different options, trying to find the best product or service for them. So with this kind of content, you really need to explore all those questions that someone might have before working with you. Things like, what's the difference between you and your competitor? How much do you charge? How much does that compare to everyone else in your industry? Why are you slightly more expensive? All those kind of questions really that you would get from a potential buyer, or you think a potential buyer might be asking, you need to create in content. Now you might be thinking, well, how on earth does this lead to more website traffic? Well, when people search on AI, they're actually searching for companies. They're actually searching for recommendations. It might be products and services. It could potentially be something that you offer in your industry. You need to make sure that you create content to make sure you come up in those search results, and that's a potential way of doing that. You can also get traffic from Google in the same way. You know, how many times do we Google how much does this cost, or, you know, X versus X, a Shark Hoover versus a Dyson Hoover, all those kind of things. We're constantly researching products and services, so you can still get plenty of traffic from Google. It might not be that top of the funnel how-to traffic, but you still get plenty of traffic from Google from that middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel traffic, where people are actually searching for the thing that you do in your industry. So creating middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel content, you might think to yourself, will that bring in as much website traffic? It really can. And the best thing is that website traffic will be even better because they're more in a position to buy. They're more likely to buy because they're actively looking for the products and services that you offer. And the third type of content that you should produce is thought leadership content. Now, what I mean by thought leadership content is essentially where you talk about your experiences, your opinions, what you found in your own industry that maybe differs from what is the norm, whatever it might be that's kind of unique to your business that no one else is talking about. You should be publishing that as content. Now, you can do this through social media, you can do it through kind of videos like this, long form video, short form video. But if you start doing that, if you start talking about your unique experiences, anecdotes, stories, your own data, whatever it might be, to make sure that it's yours and it says something new about your industry and gives somebody some new information, then that is incredibly helpful and will get you a lot of website traffic. From places like social media or YouTube or anything like that, you will start to see your traffic increase. So there you have it. Those are my 3 pieces of content I think you should create in order to appeal to a wide variety of platforms and get more traffic to your website. And they are original research content, middle and bottom of the funnel content, and thought leadership content. Which one of these types of content do you think that you will create first for your business? I would absolutely love to know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit like and follow me for more helpful tips on content marketing.